Welcome back to the Lies of the Orange Era, the show where we watch the Constitution get treated like a suggestion box at Waffle House and say, well, that can't be good. This week's lie isn't even subtle. It's not a big deal if Trump ignores the Supreme Court. Oh, yeah, totally normal behavior. Just the commander in chief giving the Constitution the middle finger while the crowd yells, USA, USA. So here's the deal. When a president shrugs off a court ruling, we don't call that strong leadership. We call that a constitutional crisis, or in Trump's world, Wednesday. Look, I've disagreed with a parking ticket, but I don't respond by calling the meter maid a communist lunatic who's out to destroy America. When you're running the country, maybe try to hold the tantrums until after the court ruling. You know, like adults do, or at least teenagers with public defenders. Ah, yes, the old Supreme Court rulings are just suggestions defense. Right up there with taxes are a social construct, and if I close my eyes, the debt goes away. Let's be clear. If a president can ignore the courts, the whole checks and balances thing collapses. And then you're not living in a democracy. You're living in a group project where the worst kid decided he's the teacher now. And suddenly, that guy is deciding who gets arrested and who gets pardoned based on how nice you were to them in 2016. This is how you lose a system. Not with fireworks, not with tanks, with one guy saying, nah. Because once the courts stop mattering, it's a free-for-all. You can't appeal, you can't sue, you can't even ask, hey, is this legal? Because the answer is just whatever someone yelled loudest on a podcast. Look, we don't need to panic, we need to laugh, pay attention, and keep receipts. Because if we do not call this stuff out, someone else is going to call it normal. This has been Lies of the Orange Era. Like, subscribe, and remember, if the Supreme Court is just a suggestion, then so is your freedom. And I don't know about you, but I prefer mine non-optional.